Alrighty then everyone, it's time for more Cinders. Welcome back. This time we're gonna go start with the independent woman endings. So we're gonna start with I actually can't see which one we're starting with. Wait. We're gonna start with Carmosa Support, which we've had before, then Wise Host, which we've never seen, Sisterly Love, which we haven't seen, and then Love's Prince, which is one that we have had as well. But we've never had Wise Host or Sisterly Love, so yeah, that's gonna be interesting. So first choice is Deserve a Second Chance. And we have Tell the Truth. Next is Read the Book. Then we have Not Really. Next is Alright. And here we have I Will. Next is Go to the Lake. And then we choose No, that would be silly. It's a charming thought, but I'm not a little girl anymore. Can't sit around believing the fairies will come and save me. Wishing for magic is really just laziness. I can take my fate into my own hands. If I want my life to change, I'll do it on my own. Well, I'm still happy that I came. There are a lot of beautiful memories here. I really need to get going though. Time to go into town. Next here we ask him. Then it's I understand. And now we haggle. And we shall go to the inn. And then we shall approach Perua. And it's you are brave to fight them. And then we go home. And now we apologize. I apologize. There was a lot of commotion in town and I sort of got caught up in... Enough with your excuses. They make you look so pathetic. If you chose to ignore my orders, at least have the pride to stand by your decision instead of simpering like that. The child you once were is gone. You must be a woman now. Have more pride in yourself. Otherwise, you're nothing more than a lazy and useless little girl. At least you managed to finish the task appointed to you, though I take little solace in that. Is it too much to hope that you managed to keep some of the money I gave you? Well, he said the price was 200, blah blah blah. We shall follow the mysterious visitor. We should confront Tobias now. And we should not trust him. Next is You Sure Told Her. Then we have the Tell Her. And our childhood was too dreamy. Why do people get married? Well, for many reasons. Next is You Are Not Worthless. Next is People Can Be Mean and Close-Minded. Next is Not Really. Fine, keep your secret. And we should ask Gloria about it. Next is I think so, I think we could be friends. And then we call them both hopeless. Next is Tell Gloria. And we appeal to her pride. And next we choose Town. How do you know? Agree with Madame Getty. They're not bad. Next is I have to learn more. Next we visit Tobias. And at Tobias's we say I understand. Next is Tell Me About the Prince. Next is Understandable. Next choice here is Talking to Gloria and I guess you are right. Next is Reason with Her. Where should we go now? Well, we should go to the tavern. We shall focus on connection with Carmosa. Next is Go back home. Should we mention about the money problem? We know about the money problem? Yes, do it. Next is, I make my own fate. Alrighty then, so who should we choose? We choose Madame Getty. And we shall just go. Well then, what is our goal? Our goal is to retake the residence. Alright, now we've had the ball and everything, and next is... We are interested in the prince, though. The prince is very charming. Without knowing his highness better. Yeah, we've seen this before. Here's the ending. Cinders finally manages to drastically change her life and retakes her residence from Lady Carmosa. She starts a new era for herself and her family. After the events of the Grand Ball, Carmosa recognizes Cinders as her best successor and steps down from being the head of the family. For years, Cinders can count on her support and advice. Lady Carmosa dies at an old age, happy to see her family finally prosper. Using the fame she gained during the Grand Ball, Cinders turns her noble house into a meeting place for artists and scholars, an important spot on the cultural map of the kingdom. She uses her wealth and knowledge to support art and inventions, and will always be remembered as a great patron of cultural progress. As the time passes, Cinders manages to build mutual understanding with her stepsisters, and they become friends. Sophia and Gloria both help her running the house, and are always there to support her or give their advice. While the relationship between two sisters remain complicated, they are able to borrow their hostility in pursuit of common goals in normal life. The prince is a frequent visitor to the house of Cinders, and everyone in the kingdom know they are lovers. Cinders refuses to become the queen, though. Eventually, the prince is forced to marry a noble girl to secure his succession and ends his relationship with Cinders. She is heartbroken and lives the rest of her life alone. Oh, main menu. Okay, so we don't need to have just a 7-minute episode, so we'll do another one, I guess. Yeah, wait. Okay, this time will go for Broken Carmosa, Good Host, Connection with Sophia, and No Love. Yeah, Good Host. So the new parts are Good Host and Connection with only one sister. So yeah, let's go. First choice is Deserve a Second Chance. Next is Tell the Truth. Next, we start cleaning. Since my father's death, Carmosa and daughters treat me as their servant. Cinders do the cleaning, Cinders go to town, blah blah blah. Ugh, I hate it so much. But what can I do? I have to stay patient and hope for the better. Not flimsy. If this is a test, I will face it with a smile. If I start cleaning now, I should be done before afternoon. And maybe even get some time for myself in the evening. Off to work then. I'll start with my room. I swear it gathers the dust from the whole residence. I should also bring in some fresh flowers. My room may be just a repurposed storage, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't try to make it more cozy, right? Cinders, are you there? Where are you? Sophia, I'm in the broom locker. Oh, you're cleaning already? So considerate of you. I'm afraid Mother has different plans. She wishes to see you immediately. Me? Did she tell you what she wants? No, of course not. And now I think we've seen everything. Next is, well, actually... Well, being rescued by a prince doesn't sound too bad. Is that so? You're still such a child, Cinders, dreaming about nonsense. No wonder you're useless. The real prince is much too busy keeping the kingdom together to be bothered to notice anyone, especially someone as plain as you. Well, you know how much I hate to disturb your little daydreams, but Mother says she wants to speak with you. She has a special job for you. Blah, blah, blah. Next is alright. Next is what service? What do we do in the forest? We go to town. Next is ask him. After that, we say Carmosa is not worth it. And we appeal to friendship. Actually, I'm not sure we've had this once. Okay. Would 175 sovereigns be enough? You know, for the sake of old friendship? Huh, I'm not sure if it's a good idea to mix money in relationships. Well, you do have a point, but I don't even have any money to mix with a relationship. I was just hoping that maybe I'd be able to have a little spare money for myself after this trip. It isn't easy for you there, is it? Well, I can live without those 25 coins if I know they're going to a good person. I think 175 should be fine. Oh, thank you so much! You truly are a wonderful friend. Maybe you could use that money to get yourself a real meal for once. The tavern has good food. You should really ask them about the royal special. Thank you, that's a great idea! I'm glad that Cormosa sent you. It was a pleasure to do business with you, and I'm happy that I got to see you again. Likewise, I really do miss seeing you, Tobias. Hope you come again soon. I'll do my best. Oh, I almost forgot. What is it? Please tell Cormosa that I'll fulfill my part of the deal soon, blah blah blah, same thing. Now we should go to the inn. And we approach Peril. Next choice is, did you really have to kill them? And now we don't go to the forest, but we go to our residence. And we apologize to Lady Cormosa. We shall follow the mysterious visitor. Then we shall confront Tobias now. And we shall not trust Tobias. No. Next is, you sure told her. Then we have, tell her. How was our childhood? It was suffocating. Why do people get married? Well, for many reasons. What do we say to Sophia now? We say, you are not worthless. And here we say, so you're not a witch? How much do we believe in magic? Well, maybe a little. Then we meet this gentleman and we say, please tell me. What business? Please tell me what you were talking about. Sorry, but I swore my honor I wouldn't breathe a word about it. No one else will know. You can trust me. I'm Tobias's friend after all. Sorry, but I ain't telling. Goodbye. Not a single word? Now I'm even more curious than before. Could I ask someone else in the household if they know anything about this? Maybe one of the sisters? We shall ask Sophia. I don't think we've ever done that. Maybe Sophia will know something. She's always watching and listening to everything in the house. I'll go look for her. No, that's just great. She's not here either. I thought for sure she'd be hiding out in her room. I don't hide, Sophia. What are you doing in my room? Mother said dinner's almost ready, so I had to come fetch you. Where have you been? I was washing up, but I ran into a strange man on the way back. Do you have any idea who that was or what he wanted? You seem to always have a good grasp on what's going on here. I usually do, regardless of what Mother and Gloria think. The strange man came by earlier today. He said he had important information for the lady of the house. Gloria tried to send him away, but Mother ordered her to let him in. Do you have an idea what his information was? Well, I wasn't really invited to their secret meeting. This is very interesting. I wonder what Cormosa's up to. Who knows? Mother has secret servants and spies everywhere. She's like a spider pulling at many different threads of her web at once. It could be anything. It's such a perfect analogy. I suppose if it's important, it'll come up eventually. Gloria might know more. She's always trying to please Mother. Well, thank you for the information. I don't see why you're thanking me. It's hardly an exciting secret. Anyway, you should hurry up and get to the dining room. Mother would maul us both if you were late. Yeah, I don't think we've seen that before. Now it's... yeah, this is probably the same though. Bum 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 bum. So worn out. Help with dishes. Maybe the two of us could be friends. I presume this is about Sophia. So yeah, I think so. This time we're gonna side with Sophia. Sophia has a point, Gloria. You're claiming leadership when no one even asked you to. If Cormosa didn't appoint someone, doesn't that mean she didn't find it necessary to leave anyone in charge? Maybe she thought we'd actually be able to handle ourselves for 2 days. This is a rare chance. We're free of her rule for a little bit. We should enjoy it instead of arguing about it. You see, even Cinders figured it out. With Cormosa gone, we're getting a break. You don't have to ruin our fun with your sad imitation of her. Both of you are helpless. Your rebellious behavior is exactly why someone needs to take charge. I suppose I can't stop you. Go ahead and have your fun if you're so smart and responsible. Cut it out. Aren't we ignoring the most important matter at hand? Why on earth did Cormosa leave so early without saying anything? Doesn't that seem suspicious? No, it's not like Mother tells us anything. Even we don't know what she does. Blah 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 thing. what should we do? Well, we should tell Gloria that we're going out. She's taking her spot. Now, apparently we don't have to make any choice here, which is interesting, so I don't know what's happening. What do you want? Isn't there someone else you can bother? I just want to go into town. I thought I'd let you know. Oh, well, how considerate of you. But the answer is no, you're not going anywhere. I didn't come to ask for your permission. I'm telling you that I'm going, so don't try to stop me. I see. Well, I won't give you the satisfaction of wasting my time with useless argument. Feel free to go, but Mother will find out, and you'd better not expect my help with anything in the future. I can live with that. Goodbye. Alright. Let's go to the forest, apparently. Yep, cool. Now we go to the lake. Because we had the dream of the fairy, so that's why we're here. So yeah. Apparently we are gonna leave a gift. Yo, I came here because of that dream. I might as well leave a gift like I intended to. And we left a gift and dozed off, and the fairies talked to us, and we say that it must have been real. Here, what should I say? I am not that independent. And here we beg to differ. And how are Carmosa's daughters? They are not bad. Next choice here is I wait for my chance. Next we go to the inn. And here we say, tell me about the prince. Next choice is how horrible. Next choice here is you are wrong. And next we apologize. And today we are going to go to the store. And in here our next choice is I understand. Here's something. Gloria is not my sister. She's Carmosa's daughter. I mean to offend you. Maybe it's like before she said they are not my sisters, they're Carmosa's daughters, but this time around, because we sided with Sophia, she only says Gloria is not my sister. Sophia is, however. Alright, look at this. Because we talked with Sophia and she didn't know about the ball, Cinders doesn't know either, so she says the grand ball. It doesn't sound familiar, because, you know, he's talking about that he gave info on the grand ball to Carmosa. As they scoot, they made up so that the kings and princes can pick their wenches like vegetables in market. Only regular folk don't crown the cucumbers they bought as queens. At least not often. So it's a tradition? Yeah, that. They always use that fancy name if something doesn't make any sense anymore. So what was the prince's new idea? 'Twas about masks, making all lassies wear 'em. Even a masked ball, a masquerade? I didn't know the rich birds are so horrid. I don't think it's because of that. Did he say why the masks are so important to him? Has something to do with the elders, the families. Lots of lords and ladies want to trade their daughters and only one prince. Too much competition is bad for business and tempers. So he's trying to dodge accusations of being biased. Clever. Ah, I knew that. I don't know what's wrong with seeing a nice face, though. Okay, I think we've seen this problem. And then we appeal to his morals. Next choice is go back home. Ah, this one is new. Here, okay. I've just asked my daughters about what happened during my absence, and to my surprise, I've got two conflicting descriptions. Would you please explain to me how you did spend the last 2 days? I visited friends in town and did some things I planned to do. You could say I took 2 days off. So I have heard. I'm still wondering as to the nature of the liberties you took when I wasn't here to direct you. Certainly hope you did not do anything foolish. However, one of my daughters assured me that you were much too level-headed to make a mistake like that. She did? Yes, I also thought it was unusual of her, so I'm letting this slip. But enough of this. This isn't a topic I want to speak to you about. It has to do with my plans for our family. Blah blah blah, Grandma. And we are not going to mention that we know about the money problem. Alright. Do we want the fairies' help or not? And we do, actually, this time. I could use some help. Now then, who should we choose? The fairy Madame Getty. We're actually going to choose the fairy. Should we look for the will? Yes, do it. Search Carmosa's room. And we did that, so now we're gonna go to the forest. We found the will and stuff. So the real question right now is... Am I silly? Strange majestic creatures appearing from nowhere, claiming to know my mother. Fairies changing the fate, and me in the middle. I'm going to be like these old ladies with a bunch of cats, a pointy hat, and warts on the tip of their noses who claim to be attuned to magic. Right, I shouldn't think too much about it. Let's just go and see if the fairy's there or not. Hello, is anyone here? Feels a bit silly, but I have no choice. I have to go to the palace and go to the ball. Please show yourself. Oh, this is hopeless. Oh well. There's one girl in this kingdom who deserves being there. It's me. I spent enough days scrubbing floors in my own house to earn the right to have this one brief evening of complete freedom. Without worries, without abuse, like an ordinary girl. I really need that. I start to feel as if Carmosa robbed me of everything that's magical, beautiful, or fun about life, and replaced it with constant worry and competition. To prove to myself these things can still happen, that I'm not as broken as her daughters. I'm going to the ball, changed my life. No, not just whining. Why not enchant a prince? I will make you a queen, blah blah blah. We're always listening. Which path will you take? Do we want to retake the restaurant? Go for the prince or escape town? We are going to retake the residence this time. If I'm ever going to be happy, I need to become truly independent. And independence comes from status, prestige, and social standing. I learned that from Carmosa herself. That's why I'm going to take her place. Only then can I turn my house into a place where I can live happily. Fortunately, Carmosa is not invulnerable. She has secrets, and I happen to know about 2 of them. Not only did she forge the invitation to the royal ball, she also hid my father's last will from me and the rest of the world. I can easily see why she did that. The will makes me the next in line of inheritance. If anything happens to her, the residence is mine. Like, for example, if she would get arrested for forging an important royal document. Your customs are alien to us. We don't need laws and parchments to take something we want from the others. That doesn't surprise me at all. I wouldn't expect legal advice from a fairy. I should talk about all this with the captain. If Carmosa appears at the ball with the forged documents, it should be enough to remove her from the picture. So it seems that your path has been decided. Yes, it looks like I have a plan now. I think I know exactly what to do for the first time in my life. I still would like to go to the grand ball, though. But how am I going to do that? I mean, the guards, me not being invited, I don't have a dress. Your seductive nature requires little aid, so providing you with the right clothing will be very easy. Okay? Have trust in the lake, Cinders, and remember your mother's wish, and reached out to you, offering aid. Okay. Come to us before the ball, we will help you and you concord. Have trust in the lake like your mother, like my mother. Okay. Cool, I'm fine. I have a choice here but to agree with your rules and hope it won't bite me in the rear. Indeed, you must embrace your fate. No trouble doing so, your blood makes you attuned, sensing opportunity and necessity. A new gift will be offered, its weight and price will unveil. In time you can go. Thank you, I think. I saw with my very own eyes, and it was evil, I tell you, evil! How can you not believe me? Oh, woe is me. And you need to speak up. I said, please continue and calm down. Oh, okay, now we're just talking about how Madame Getty killed her cow, blah blah blah. Okay, fine. No, a wart! What other proof would one need, eh? Okay, fine, she got a wart, apparently. Excuse me, Captain. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I need to speak to you. It sounds important! You need to excuse me, madam. I have to take care of this urgent matter. I shall investigate your complaint and take the necessary steps. Alright, sure, as long as the one complaining is young and beautiful, blah blah blah. Have to die a violent death to be that urgent. How fair is that, eh? I swear it's like my younger son says, screw the city guard. Oh, sorry, it was her. I swear, it's like my younger son says, screw the city guard. Thank you, save me from ignorance and absurdity. How can I ever repay you? Oh, no. They're gonna talk about, like, the forgery, and he's gonna be like, do you really want to arrest Carmosa? And she's like, well, yeah. Okay, we've seen this. Okay, never mind. The game thinks that this is a new line, so... I'm gonna talk to you about those forged invitations. Oh, yeah, true. They've talked about it before because Cinders told the captain about what this one what the mysterious man told her about that he could get his hands on forged invitations for Carmosa. So he actually already knows that. Looks like Carmosa is going to commit the fraud. We need to stop her. Are you sure? That shady guy didn't seem too believable. By definition, he wasn't. Oh yeah, because he was like drunk at the same time this time around. She's been preparing herself and her daughters for the grand ball for a couple of days now. They're going. I know for a fact they didn't get any invitations. Fair enough. It just seems unlikely for someone so honored to act so in such a way. This isn't her first crime, just the first that she's been caught at. It's time that she paid for all her dirty little tricks and games. Though I should mention that her daughters are unaware of this. I hope it's going to be taken into account. I don't want them to be hurt. Need to point out that no one has been caught yet. Right now it's just your word against the noble's reputation. So you need solid proof. That should be easy. Just check their invitations at the ball. I'll check their invitations closely, but it puzzles me why you want to hurt those close to you so badly. Close to me? You have no idea what you're talking about. She ain't close to me. She made me suffer. Goodbye, Captain. Sadly, I will. And even if what you say is true, what kind of person wants their family members imprisoned? Again, they're not family. They're just people who live in the same house, not the same. Okay, same. Last choice here is just humiliate her. Alright, now the shady character is talking to the fairies here, and he says something here. Look more like her stepmother to me. Lots of tiny busy wheels inside of mine, a cold calculating heart, but stout and driven. She'll lift herself to greatness or fail miserably trying with a thud. But all this time she won't be given a bloody toss for some old superstitions and fairy tale magics, which is exactly how it should be. Silence. Begone, old snake. You have disturbed our domain for too long. Oh, impressive trick, just like the olden days. Still have some vigor left in you, see? Must have hit your sweet spot. Just wondered, why didn't any of the good kings chop your woods for forged houses? Must have something to do with your charming personality, eh? You are not welcome here. We wish to be left alone. Well, don't worry and save your strength, love, 'cause soon no one will be disturbing you anymore, and you will be alone. All alone. You will. Alright, I think this is it. Yeah, here we go. Cinders finally manages to drastically change her life and retakes her residence from Lady Carmosa. She starts a new era for herself and her family. Thanks to the discovery of the invitation forgery, Cinders is able to remove Carmosa from her position and take the rule of the house in her own hands. Broken, Carmosa steps down and soon becomes a docile, senile old lady, a shadow of her former self. Cinders is a good and lovable host of her noble house, and the positive impression she's made during the grand ball draws in many noble guests. I like that her dress is like pink here. Soon the residence becomes a popular point of meetings and social events, and the family starts gaining political weight in the kingdom. Cinders builds mutual understanding and friendship with Sophia, and they run the house together, thwarting any intrigue attempts by Gloria. Eventually, Gloria marries into a rich merchant family and, free of Carmosa's influence, becomes a respectable host of her own house. Cinders never meets the love of her life. Eventually, she's forced into a common-sense marriage with an heir of another noble house. The relationship is pretty happy and respectful, but devoid of any deeper feelings. Again, doesn't sound that bad to me. We quit the menu. Alright, so we did 2 endings here in one episode. Haha, we can probably do that in the next episode as well. Let's see what we have here then. 69% variance. So I think we have... Okay, we have... I mean, we already had all the Carmosas except this one. Undiscovered. We've done a lot of iron-handed hosts. We also got good hosts and wise hosts here, so it's whatever this is. We have had connection with Sophia, sisterly hate, sisterly love, so we have connection with Gloria now, and no love, and love's prince, so it's Perrault and Tobias left. So we'll fix all of that in the next episode, probably. So we will 100% the independent woman ending, and we will get both of these in time as well. And, you know, whatever these endings are. Undiscovered path. But, yeah. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see ya.